Many men wish death upon me.
Right, Bryan, thanks for taking the time to speak with us. We'll just talk very briefly first on your new role this season.
So previously player, now player secretary for the club. Quite a good thing to have been able to achieve for the club. Obviously, giving these boys a platform to go on and play within a new setup in the GDSFC. It wasn't easy to begin with. Definitely a different dynamic than what the club's been used to before. We had to officially register players through the SFA system or the SAFA system for amateur football. We've also got league affiliates that we deal with on a kind of daily basis now to make sure that forums are up to date and team lines are also up to date on a weekly basis to make sure that we can play players when eligible, if eligible, and deal with suspensions and fines within the league as well in a timely manner as well. So it's definitely a different dynamic, but I think it allows us as a club to also move forward in the right direction as well. Along with other things such as opportunities within Scottish Cup affiliated cups as well. We've got massive opportunities in seasons to come to qualify for Scottish Cup competitions as well, and definitely move up in these divisions and certainly show this division and this league what we've got to offer as a club as well.
Of course, obviously the changes with the role off the back of that as well. You obviously won Club of the Year last year. You want to just kind of talk a wee bit about your award last year?
Bit of a difficult year for me individually. There was a lot of family problems with me internally, and I'd you could say that my performances on the pitch were to be desired, so to speak, off the back of that. Certainly allowing the club to run properly is something that I did try and bring to the forefront of my focus with the club. With performances dwindling on the pitch, I tried to support the club as best I possibly could. So ensuring the players were available for training, looking after the training fees and making sure that the club was being run as best as it possibly could, assisting Alan where I could, and definitely went a long way in getting that award for the end of the season last year, or this year, sorry. So all in all, it was I would very much appreciated to have received the award. It was something that I didn't expect at all. I do this out of the love of the game, so to speak. This has been my only experience with amateur football. I never played at a young age, and I joined the Vale about 3-4 years ago, and I've got to say I've loved every single minute of it, and Alan's made that a very welcoming time for me.
Well, obviously you speak about your stuff off the park, but we'll talk more about your stuff on the park. Don't have exact numbers to hand, but I think it was double figures for goals and assists for the season. Again, something that's different for you being new to amateur football, and probably a height you've always really wanted to try and hit. Just kind of talk about your on the field stuff briefly.
When I first come to the Vale, it was a fullback, so you don't normally get up the pitch too much. You get the opportunities to kind of win the ball back and get the ball moving up the park, but you're not involved in that final third. Last year I was involved up the park a little bit more. First game as a striker, I bagged 2 goals against Paisley Saints. The stats just kind of went from there. I think I eventually ended up with 11 goal contributions at the end of the season. Definitely showing exactly what I'm capable of doing when I'm able to bring football to the complete forefront of where it needs to be for me. Last season, as far as anything goes, as a club, it wasn't our most successful. We've definitely got a lot more to offer, and I think we're starting to show that now at the beginning of this season.
And of course, obviously, kind of moving on to this season now, albeit that you've maybe not hit numbers maybe we'd like to be yet. Just want to touch briefly on the season as a whole so far. How are you finding the season so far?
Numbers are definitely taking a drop from me. I'm not getting the game time. The talent that we've brought on board this season is definitely raw. It's fresh. Reece Rutherford is just a breath of fresh air to watch on the park. Anyone would struggle to get minutes against that young boy, so I'm quite happy that I was able to at least give these boys a platform to come into a club as good as the Vale and give us the performances that they're capable of doing as well. I mean, Reece is already hitting double digits and we're only 6 games into the season so far. We've got Rob as well, who's definitely a more creative player. Gets in those tight areas, gets the ball moving in those tight areas as well, which can be so difficult for someone that's just come into a brand new squad that is fresh, is raw, and in a new format as well. So seeing these young boys coming in and these new boys coming in and doing something different and showing us different capabilities in the game is definitely allowing us to perform really well this season so far.
Well, Bryan, of course, thanks for your time, and I'm sure we'll catch up more across the season. But as we say, thank you for your time and briefing the season so far, and obviously chatting about your new role and the season gone by.
Up the Vale.